So I got some announcements. So first things first, I apologize for not posting or just completely going off the grid. I just been overwhelmed with school, work, and I just needed some time to just collect myself. And what I thought was going to be a few days ended up being months. So I apologize for that. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So after careful consideration, I am going to be continuing to post on this channel. And this video is also going to be going on to my gaming channel, which, by the way, if you're not following, hit that follow. Link will be in the description. I'm going to be posting more content on there. And if you're watching this on my gaming channel, if you want to know what I'm talking about in my other channel, click the link below. Check it out. So what happened was during my recovery, or like my period of collecting myself to get back to streaming, get back to recording, I thought to myself, man, I'm using this $400 camera as my streaming camera, which isn't bad. It's not a bad idea. But I remember telling my girl that I bought this camera so I can start vlogging. I just didn't realize that I had terrible social anxiety. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a bunch of Casey Neistat's videos, vlogs, and that way I can kind of figure out how to set up the scene, set up the shots, how to do transitions, stuff like that. Not essentially to copy him, but to copy, like use his videos for reference, or like to spark ideas to then create my own, way of vlogging. And so what did I do? You see that back there? You see that? I bought an electric skateboard, and it is absolutely fun. Full review will be posted later on this month when I get the chance to make it. But as you're looking at the skateboard, you're also looking at, where is it? Right there, crutches. So what happened was, because I bought one for myself and for my girl, and what happened was within 2 hours of me owning it, we're testing it out, testing out the speed, the brakes, and everything. So we were going around my apartment complex. We're just going around circles trying to get the feel for it. Me being an inexperienced skateboarder and her being experienced. She was kind of showing me how to use it, and I was starting to get the hang of it, to where like there's 4 settings. There's one that goes, the first setting goes 7 miles an hour, 14 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour, and then it goes up to 28 or 30 miles an hour, one of those two. And she was going 22 miles an hour, and I was only going 14 miles an hour. What I didn't realize was in one of the turns, she busted a U-ey. And so as I'm going straight, I see her. I'm freaking out because felt like I'm about to collide with her. So let me just point it this way. So what happened was she sped up and I started to slow down, but I panicked and I slammed on the brakes. And so if you don't know the laws of motion, an object that is in motion stays in motion. So when I slammed on the brakes, I fucking went flying. And what happened was that when I flew, I did a somersault, hit my head, shoulder, and then landed. And I was like, holy cow, I wiped out. This is amazing. And it's funny because earlier that day, we watched a bunch of like skateboarding wipeouts. So I got up, took a step, sat down immediately because I was like, oh, my right foot is in pain. And she was like, just walk it off, you'll be fine. I was like, all right. So I got back up, took a few steps, and not happening. So then I was like, how bad is it? So I lifted up my joggers only to see that my left foot looks normal and then my right foot looks like a cankle. So yeah, I'll be posting pictures up on the board. Viewer discretion advised if you're sensitive to some of these things. So what I thought, or what both my girl and I thought, was that I might have, dislocated or, twisted my ankle. So we rushed to the ER, only for them to take x-rays and for them to tell us that my bone structure for my right foot is completely intact, which confused us because then why is it swollen? Like, why is it like that? So worst news, they said that I might have completely torn a ligament or a tendon on my right foot. So I'm like, crap. That's going to put me out for months. And so then we went to the orthopedic doctor surgeon, and they ended up telling us that I'm completely lucky. It was partially torn, not completely torn. Still gave us crutches, or gave me crutches, boot, everything, and told me to compress and everything that I had to do. So now I'm off the boot. I'm completely walking. I haven't tried running yet. Not trying to hurt myself even more, but I'm slowly working on that. But I've also been skateboarding. So it's a work in progress, but you're going to be seeing a lot of videos like that. But that's the update. Now, more news. So for those of you guys who are from my gaming channel and already know a little bit about me, and for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a Marine. I went to boot camp August 2017 to November 2017. I EAS, meaning end of active service. I believe that's what it stands for. But it's essentially I separated. I was honorably discharged on July 20th of 2021. And so as the years went on, obviously I'm in the civilian world, or how we used to call it the civilian sector, or civ div. And I'm a student, and I'm also working at Domino's as an assistant manager. And so I kind of felt as if like part of me still missed it, like missed being in the Corps. And that's what everyone else will tell you who's been in active duty and then gets out or gets MedSep. They miss being in, like they miss the clowns, just not the circus. And so funny thing is, I was talking to my girl about potentially re-enlisting, and a recruiter hits me up, and I tell them I'm not interested. But then I'm like, you know what? How about the reserves? So as of September 9th, I will be attending my first drill date for the United States Marine Corps Reserves Unit here in Texas. So that's going to be a good, interesting experience coming from active duty to reservist. So that's the big news. So obviously you can see I'm trying to get used to me having a fresh shave again, but obviously I'm going to keep my long hair going until the time gets closer to where I have to show up to my unit. So with that being said, I'm graduating my school. For those of you guys who haven't realized, I'm in school for character animation. I'll be graduating January of next year. Really excited for that. And so that will be opening my availability while working at Domino's, going for my drill dates in the reserves, as well as opening up my time to stream and content creation, just like I've always wanted as, growing up as a kid. Now, for the news for these two channels. So a part of me felt like, or feels like, I've been losing my touch. And like most other creators and streamers who've, been going at this program for X amount of years. Let me connect my phone real quick. So like other creators and streamers who've been going at it for quite some time, they face the same thing, and that is change, adapting. So obviously the new meta is short form content, but then you have other people, the viewers, the consumers, wanting to go back to long form content. And so I was starting my YouTube channel around the time where you could upload a 30-minute video, 480p, 720p being the highest quality you could upload. And even if you don't have like good editing skills, or like good eye-catching thumbnails, or shouting at your viewers within the first 5 seconds trying to get them hooked, your videos will still do good. And as you can tell by my voice and just like my aura, my vibe, I am energetic, but I'm not that energetic to be like, in this video we're gonna be doing this. Yeah, I don't want to fake my personality on YouTube as well as on stream. I don't want to fake that. Like, I like to be true to myself, and I'm not just trying to put a persona, pretty much. And so I've tried doing shorts, I've tried doing TikToks, And to me, I feel like it's kind of pointless because granted, yeah, you are catching the viewer's attention and like, and you get creative within, I believe like now it's like a minute something that you can post on TikTok. But you, not only are you like trying to compete with other creators who are being so creative with, it's like Vine all over again, like creators being creative to post content for short form content to kind of get your viewers attention. I think I'm just gonna keep it old school and just do what I know, you know, that works for me. Obviously it's not going to be working for a lot of other creators, but for me this is what suits me and everything, and so I'm going to stick with it. So for my gaming channel, what I'm going to be doing is, obviously as of right now, I don't have enough time to um I don't have enough time to sit down, play a game, record a game, edit the game, post a game while also making the thumbnail. I can't do that. So what I decided, um, that for my gaming channel, I'm gonna be sitting down and doing a bunch of MMO content. And I know what you guys are going to be saying. MMO is dying as of 2024. There's not that many games, or new games that are coming out aren't living up to expectations. I understand that, but I've found a passion for MMO and MMORPG games, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And obviously, I'll be doing some other content on over there, but that's essentially where I'm thinking of taking my gaming channel towards to. And then I have an idea for a video on my gaming channel, or a few ideas actually. So stay tuned for that later this year. As for my secondary channel, I've realized that I entered a niche on YouTube that not only is very, very competitive, but it is also very expensive. So over on that channel, I wanted to be able to give you guys insights on pretty much ideas, tips, and products that you can utilize growing on YouTube, and pretty much bring high quality content to your viewers. Now, one thing I did realize is that obviously, especially in this day and age where inflation is, you know, kicking everyone's ass, I feel like I should hold off on the product showcase or the comparison because one, I'm distracted with work, school, and now with the reserves, to where it's like you have, for to be in that niche, you have to be on top of news. Like when there's announcements for new microphones, new lights, new everything, you have to be up to date with the announcements. And then on top of that, you have to have the money to buy the product whenever it drops, to be the first people on YouTube to showcase that. Like when they announced the Rode product bundle with the Rodecaster Duo pod mic arm, I was like, oh yes, I can't wait to buy it. But then immediately there were so many videos to where I was like, there's no possible way for me to be able to compete with the other creators. So I got discouraged. And so I just, yeah. So with that being said, what I'm thinking about doing on that channel is just kind of over there, I might be changing the route and just probably doing some vlogs or like some behind the scenes, just trying to give you guys a different taste, give you guys a, you know, backseat of what I do on my daily base on my life and behind the streams before I go live, and just ideas there. So it's kind of, you know, I guess you can say nostalgic that I'm like trying to go back to my roots. And so, yeah, I mean, if you didn't mean to hit my desk, but if you have any other questions, by all means, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you want to follow me on my social media platforms, check my social medias. All that good jazz is going to be down in the description below for you to follow, subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get back to streaming. I might be streaming sometime this week. If not, it's gonna be the start of next week that I'll be streaming. And so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said in the beginning of this video, if you are from my gaming channel or my secondary channel, by all means, follow the other channel as well as my social media links. And yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm thinking about just uploading the way it is. That way there's not that much editing, but also so you guys can see that I'm not trying to, like I said earlier, I'm not trying to put a persona. I'm trying to keep, I'm trying to be as transparent as I am, as or as possible. Let me backtrack. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with you guys so that you can kind of understand like where I'm coming from and kind of understand that this is what I want to keep doing and just full send it. So, yep, by all means, follow, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you got to do. And I'll see you next time. Take it easy, everyone. Bye bye.